and welcome back to the Cook to Flourish Kitchen. This is Robin Cook in partnership with Where the Red Fern Grows Farms, and I am so excited to share with you a summer simmer down dinner. So I hope that you and your family really enjoy this recipe. So you're going to need a new roast, and so we have a venison roast here, but if you like beef roast, you can use that. You could even use a whole organic chicken if you would prefer. So we have our roast in here. We also have a cup and a half of water that we're going to put here into our crock pot, and then we're going to have a lot of amazing vegetables. So first we're going to start off with some Muir Glen fire roasted canned tomatoes. So these are diced tomatoes, and we are going to add them in here into our roast. So that is going to help the roast to be nice and tender. That fire roasted flavor is going to really permeate through this dish and be just delicious. Now we really like using the Muir Glen tomatoes because they are packed without BPA in the can, which we don't want any BPA in our canned goods. So it's a chemical we just don't want. So this is going to give a wonderful flavor and just tenderness to this dish. Now we're also going to do some farm fresh tomatoes. So we have a beautiful big tomato from Where the Red Fern Grows. You could do a regular tomato or an heirloom tomato. Either way would be amazing. So I'm also going to scoop this into our roast. So as you can see, this is a great way to use the amazing summer produce that we have. Now we're also going to put a half of a zucchini in here. I've just chopped up the zucchini. So as this roast simmers throughout the day, the zucchini is going to get nice and tender and take on the flavors of this dish. Now also I have some olives. Now if you and your family don't care for olives, no worries. You can do chopped mushrooms instead, or just leave this out altogether. So I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, organic tomato paste, and you could do Muir Glen brand for that, or just another brand that does not have BPA. Then I have about a half a can of olives with some juice, and I have some Italian seasoning, oregano, salt, and then we have sea salt and pepper. So we have that in here, and now we're going to add some other vegetables here. So we have some chopped onion. You could do either 1 large onion or an onion and a half if it is a more of a medium-sized onion. So I'm just going to put this here into the crock pot along with 2 chopped garlic cloves from Where the Red Fern Grows. And then we also have some wonderful green onions that are going to add some great flavor to this dish. See all the veggies that you're getting in here? And it's just going to taste so delicious. And then we're going to have some chopped kale. So you could do kale, you could do Swiss chard, you could probably even do spinach, but I usually do the kale. And so you're going to do 3 to 5 large kale leaves chopped. Okay? So we're going to put that in here into our crock pot. And the kale is really going to cook down. It's going to be so nice and tender. You're going to hardly even know it's there. And then, last but not least, we're going to tear in some fresh basil. So once again, we have another amazing summer flavor coming through in this dish. So you could really use as much basil as you want. I'm going to use about, 20 or so leaves, but you could do fewer, you could do more. So you just season this to your heart's content. So we're just going to put a few more basil leaves in here. And then I'm going to put a little olive oil on top just to meld all those flavors together. And then we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to simmer this on high for about 6 hours. If you are at home, you could kind of give this a little stir every hour or so, just to make sure all the flavors are nice and incorporated throughout the dish. So I'm just going to put a little bit of some Tuscan herb olive oil in here. And we're just going to do a tablespoon or so in there, and then we're going to put a lid on it and let it do its work, and then we're going to have dinner all ready in about 6 hours. So thank you all so much for joining me here. God bless you, and I can't wait to see you again here in the Cook to Flourish kitchen.